Hello, everybody. Welcome to the class. How are you tonight?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, can you hear me? Something's
Hello,
wrong.
good evening.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Good evening. Yeah, sometimes Zoom is a little bit crazy. Okay, thank you for joining the class. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight. And well, today is Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. So nice, good. So we almost finished this week. First thing that we're going to do is to check about the platform. Let me just go there. Yes. Okay, so this is, let me just check the class of tonight. Well, actually, it's this one. So it's like this. And remember that we have to do the homework number 2.5. With this one, remember that we need to be careful, right? Because whenever we write something in the boxes, it's going to show some challenges, let's say, because if we don't do it exactly the way that they are requested, yeah, we are not going to be able to pass it. So let's be careful on that one, right? And Wendy, you were telling me that it's not working that one. So which ones are the ones that are not working?
Teacher.
Which ones?
Um, okay. The second part,
The second part, which numbers?
mm, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Only one
Okay,
is
so it's
correct
like
in
this.
my.
Look at this, please. Did you ask Jimmy? Remember that it has to be Jimmy to take the dog for a walk in question mark.
Yes, I like.
Okay. Uh, an advice is that you delete everything and write it again. Okay. That is very important. Usted puede ver aquí que sí está correcto. Entonces, a veces lo que pasa es que si tiene un espacio de más uno, ya no se lo toma. Lo que yo le sugiero es que lo borre todo y lo vuelva a escribir, porque todos los demás también ya lo hicieron y pues sí está bien, ¿verdad? Entonces, bórrelo y vuelva a escribirlo todo. Y asegúrese de que no haya espacio y que le ponemos Jimmy and the question mark. That is very important. Okay. The same happens with number two. Number three, I'm sorry. In number three is we don't, and this symbol the apostrophe has to be the apostrophe, not a similar symbol. Sometimes there are symbols that are similar, but if you have the one that is similar, it's not going to take it. So we don't allow our children to eat sweets before mealtime period. That is has to be the way for that one. Number four, also, remember that I told you that it's going to be the police officer ordered in past, ordered, order me to move my car immediately, like that. And the same happens with the other one. I advise you not to. It is not to because it's the part of the infinitive. In the infinitive, we don't use don't. It's not to. Interrupt Malcolm with capital letter during the next meeting. Period. He gets very upset. So these are two sentences. He, period, he gets, with S, of course, very upset
Period.
when, yeah, because there are two sentences. When people do that, period again.
I don't I don't write the period.
Exactly. So if you miss something, it's not going to take it. And the same happens with the exercise for tonight. So we need to be careful about the way that we're going to write it, okay? So, and this one has two parts. So remember to click on the correct one and then submit that one.
I don't know, teacher. What in the parent no in the first part what right in the space is all sentence or only part.
Yeah, it's only the missing part. Only the missing part.
Oh,
Okay.
only the
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. And in the parentheses, you will find the verb with the two verbs and the noun that you are going to use. Because this is one verb, then the noun, and then the infinitive. So this is something that we checked already. So I guess
With the
everything will be
space.
fine. But of course, if you need help, just chat with me and we will check it, or we can check that tomorrow. Give it a try. Try to do it tonight. And if by any chance something is wrong, because sometimes the platform has some errors, let me know, and it's going to be a pleasure to help you out. Good. Let's check about the attendance, my friends, before we move on. Ada Patricia Linares Galdames.
Present, teacher.
Good. Adriana Stephanie Martinez Flores. Alejandra Michelle Hueso Nájera. Ana Selmi Chévez. Edwin Alexander Ayala Erazo.
Present.
Good. Gloria Elizabeth Linares Galdames.
Here.
Good. Carla Verónica Vázquez de Rivas.
Present, teacher.
Good. Maybe Coromoto García de Calderón. Manuel Antonio Palma. María Elena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar.
Sorry.
Ah, ok. María Elena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar. No. Mario Ernesto Villeda. Rosa Elena Salgado de Serrano.
Present, teacher.
Good. Silvia Zuleima Rodríguez de González.
Present, teacher.
Good. Susana Beatriz Ortiz de Cornejo.
Present, teacher.
Good. Susana Carolina Hernández Iraeta.
Present.
Good. Walter Mauricio Morales Araujo.
Present.
Good. Wendy Maribel Zabaleta Ochoa.
Present.
Okay, perfect. Before we get into the class, remember, and well, ISSSS told us that we need to remember you that we don't have any permissions, right? I mean, sometimes some students, they tell me, I can go tonight to the class, right? I say yes. I mean, what can I do? I cannot do anything else. But there is no permissions. I mean, ISSSS doesn't provide any permissions. So if you are sick, just type or chat with me and tell me I'm sick, I won't be able to speak tonight. That is fine, okay? But you need to connect to the class. That is very, very important, okay? Because if you don't connect to the class, ISSSS, if you don't connect to the class one time, ISSSS has the right to say you are not going to receive the class anymore. Okay? So that is very important. And actually, as I remember, what they say is that you are going to lose the scholarship for all the classes in your life ever. Let me tell you that in Spanish, just to be clear. Si ustedes no se conectan a una clase, INSAFORP no solo le puede quitar la beca de inglés, sino todas, de por vida. En Excel, lo que usted quiera estudiar, siempre le va a decir INSAFORP, not possible. Entonces es bien delicado, ¿verdad? Ya hemos tenido casos en los que sí a la gente, a algunos alumnos se les dice, pues fíjese que ya no se le puede dar la beca, ¿verdad? Ya no se le puede dar la clase. So that is a problem. Entonces, por eso en la primera clase siempre vemos eso, ¿verdad? Siempre en una slide ahí dice, no permissions. Okay, I understand. INSAFORP doesn't understand. Okay, so that is very, very important. So if you are driving home, some people, they do that one. If you're driving home, you connect to the class and tell me, I'm driving home. So I won't ask you because, I mean, it's dangerous, I know. Also, if you are sick, chat with me and let me know that you're sick, okay? And if you have a problem or anything like that, try to connect. Try to connect to the class and everything is going to be fine, okay? And also, let me just check, there was something else. Yeah, there was another notification for a document that INSAFORP is asking. I don't know if you received that one. I just have here the note. That is that it's like an acknowledgement that you receive the access, the links, the manual for the platform. So you need to just reply to that email telling that you received that one, and that's it, okay? That's the only thing that you need to. Okay, do you have any questions before we continue?
The last notification, teacher, when or who will receive this information about?
Yeah, you should have received that information at the beginning of the course. Before the course starts, you receive the link with the chat, with the WhatsApp group, the link with the platform, the link with.
Okay.
That's the one. So, but you need to reply back. Yes, I received that one. That's the only thing that you need to.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
I had a question.
Go ahead.
And when they finish the second unity and the last, and the next Friday.
The second unit, yeah, the next Friday, not this Friday, but the next.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Also, next Friday, we need to finish the midterm test. Next Friday, right? Not tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Perfect. Do you have any other questions? No questions. Very good. So now we're going to start the class. We're going to start with a little video, okay? Let me just check something here. Hold on. Okay. So let's watch a video and then, as usual, we're going to comment, provide opinions about the video, okay? So here we go.
There's not a single person on this planet who haven't heard of Starbucks, world's biggest coffee house company. But did you know that the former CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, was born and raised in poverty, barely making ends meet? And when things got really tough, he even had to sell his blood a couple of times. This is the success story of Howard Schultz, how he went from living in poverty and struggling for money to survive to transforming Starbucks into a $100 billion company. And he was just a young boy who never stopped dreaming, and here is why you shouldn't stop too. He was born in a very poor family. He spent his childhood living in a small one-bedroom apartment from a public housing project. His father was an army vet and a truck driver and spent most of his life working low-paid jobs. When Howard was only 7 years old, while delivering diapers, his father fell on the ice and broke his leg. And because of this, he was fired from his job. And with no medical insurance and no savings, his family was struggling for money. That image of his father laying on the couch, feeling hopeless, crushed and defeated, left a permanent mark in his memory. It was one of the biggest defining moments in Howard's life. And to get away from all of these problems, he used to sit on the staircase in his building, dreaming of a better life. He played football in high school and earned an athletic scholarship to go to college, but he didn't want to play sports and decided to major in communications. So to pay for college, he had to take student loans and worked many odd jobs to make ends meet. Few times he even had to sell his blood for money to survive. After graduating from college, Howard worked at a ski lodge and as a salesman, but he had a desire to work at Starbucks. At that time, Starbucks had 3 owners and only sold coffee beans. So at the age of 29, after a full year of convincing the owners to hire him, he finally got a job at Starbucks. While on a business trip to Italy, he walked into an Italian coffee shop and he was fascinated by his experience while drinking coffee. He was amazed by the fact that the owners of the coffee shops actually knew their customers and they even called them by their names while serving them coffee. Excited, he traveled back to the US trying to convince the Starbucks owners to accept these incredible new ideas, but the owners rejected him. So Howard quit Starbucks and went on to create his own coffee company called Il Giornale. But he had no money to fund this company. In the course of the year I spent trying to raise money, I spoke to 242 people and 217 of them said no. Try to imagine how disheartening it can be to hear that many times why your idea is not worth investing in. It was a very humbling time. But eventually, enough people believed in his vision and decided to invest in his business. He worked extremely hard to open his first coffee shop where he could replicate the experience he had in Italy and finally implement his ideas. After a few years, Starbucks went bankrupt and Howard bought the company and became CEO of Starbucks. He rebranded his company with the Starbucks name and expanded across the United States. Today, Starbucks has more than 30,000 stores around the world and market value over $100 billion. And Howard has an advice for you. In life, you can blame a lot of people and you can wallow in self-pity, or you can pick yourself up and say, listen, I have to be responsible for myself. I believe life is a series of near misses. A lot of what we ascribe to luck is not luck at all. It's seizing the day and accepting responsibility for your future. It's seeing what other people don't see and pursuing that vision. I feel so strongly that the reason I'm here is I dreamed big dreams. I dreamed the kind of dreams that other people said would not be possible. I cannot offer you any specific secret recipe for success, the perfect plan, how to reach the pinnacle of success in the business. But my own experience suggests that starting from scratch and achieving much more than what I dream about is quite possible. But if you wait for the perfect conditions, you'll never get anything done. But the good thing is, you can make a decision and take control now. Remember something. A year from now, you may wish you had started today. So, what's your story?
Okay, what did you get from the video?
The life of owner of the Starbucks. In his family was poor, and he lived in apartment, and I remember the foot or the leg. I don't understand. He broke the leg or the father.
His father.
I don't know. His father.
Yep.
His father broke the feet. No,
Leg.
the foot. Oh,
The leg.
the leg. Okay, and he has ideas, and I not good ideas, or I don't know, how do you say funcionaron?
Didn't work.
Sorry,
Didn't work.
I don't hear.
Didn't work.
Work. And finally, it's a million or billion company.
Okay, very good. Perfect. Thank you, Wendy. So, yeah, a lot of adversities at the beginning of the story. And I believe that everybody will have some bad times sometimes, right? So that is a story for everybody. But what happens next is what is interesting. Any other comments or opinions?
Me, teacher.
Okay.
I like this story. I like this message. I personally, I don't went to these shops. It is expensive for me.
Okay. Yeah, those coffees are very expensive. You're right. So it's not for anybody, right? But that's the way it works for him. Rose.
Imagine it was an amazing personal growth history about him. I didn't know nothing about how Starbucks was created, but it's amazing. It's amazing all the things that he passed to now be a billionaire, I think. Not a millionaire, it's a billionaire, man. Is a clear example that all the obstacles that we have sometimes in our lives, it doesn't matter. We have to jump. We need to have the courage. Oh, we need to have our dreams. It's amazing the story about this. Imagine how he approached the opportunities that life brings him. Go to Italy and know, listen, the idea that they wrote the name in the cup of coffees, and there are many companies or leaders of companies that They never give up. They approve something and go ahead. Never, never, never give up. Never give up. And that's the message. It doesn't matter what happened. Go ahead. Never give up. Mhm.
Okay, very good. So you are right. One of the things that happens in this kind of stories is that one. They never give up, right? They continue, they fight. I mean, he said that he spoke with 242 people. I mean, not any people, people with money so they can invest money. And the majority of them, they say, no, my friend. But, I mean,
217.
yeah, so, and I mean, if we have an idea and if we go to five people, for example, and five people say no,
No. Okay. Oh,
you will say no, we're not, we're stopped, right?
forget it. Forget it.
So,
But no, he never give up.
yeah, if you, and the other thing is that if you really believe in something, if you believe this is an opportunity and I really can do this, you need to fight for that one, right?
Yes. Sometimes the opportunities llegan.
All right.
The opportunities arrives. I remember the story of McDonald's. It's amazing too.
Yeah.
How the owners go to the bankrupt and the other man he looks the opportunity. It's amazing how many people are in the right place at the right moment.
That is also very interesting. I mean, what happens here is that Starbucks existed before, right? But the owners, they didn't believe in the ideas of this man. If they listen to that one, they all have been rich, right? But that happens a lot. I mean, sometimes I read about Hollywood actors that they receive a script and they say, no, this is not going to work. And it's a great movie.
And the movie have 3 or 4 parts.
Exactly.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so everybody takes bad decisions sometimes. So everybody, we have sometimes opportunities, right? And sometimes also what happens is that we are there. I mean, the owners of the Starbucks, they had the business already and they sold it. I mean, and the other man, he fought for his dream and made something very, very nice, amazing. It's a very good story. And I believe that if we read, we see any of the stories, it's going to be the same thing. People, they fight, people, the other people say no, and they continue, right? And that happens in anything. Well, I really like music, and when I see documentaries about famous bands, that's why they say some people they believe that it's lucky, but that's not lucky. You need to really, really work very hard, right? For example, I was reading a few days ago the story of Soda Stereo, and somebody said that in an interview. Hey, you were very lucky. And the singer says, no, we practice every day. Every day. If it's Christmas, we practice. If it's vacations for everybody, we practice. So that is it. We need to work very hard. If we work very hard, we achieve our goals.
Every effort has a reward.
Reward. Yeah.
Reward. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and it's in different levels. For example, you have done a big effort to be here in the classes. So the reward is that going to be that sometimes you're going to go to other countries and speak English very nice. And then you will feel very good, right? For all the things that you did.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes I say, oh my God, imagine 5 months without studying. 5 months. I have 5 months sleeping at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that is hard. Yeah, that is hard
And I
too.
said, oh my God, another start again. I have to sleep around 11. Oh my, yeah, but It doesn't matter. Mhm.
And actually, that is a very good thing. I mean, because what you felt these days is what you are going to feel in the future when you finish the classes. But you need to continue, maybe not at night, but you need to dedicate some time during the day to the English, because if you don't practice, even when you finish, I mean, the knowledge, I mean, is going to be there and you are going to lose that, right? So you need to continue practicing. That is very important. Any other comment about the video?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I was thinking how uh, the person that involved that uh, this history have adversity. For example, when they so his blood to survive, unless one day. I think the adversity is part of our life. One day, unless one day we have adversity. We will have adversity, but the most of winners, you can say winners, they have had adversity, but in this phase of their life, they jump to another step, and the adversity become the opportunity to start a new life, to start a new project. But I think nothing is free in our life, nothing. We have to work hard, like you said, and if we don't work hard for we wish, I think the how you say the success nothing will happen.
Very good. So that is true, and it's something that you pointed is very important. I mean, I believe here in El Salvador, sometimes we have crisis, sometimes everybody we have some emergency or we don't have money for something. But I believe that nobody has sold your blood, right?
Yes.
To be in that level of crisis,
Yes.
I mean, you have to be very
Imagine,
hard. Yes.
yes. Imagine being a child and see his father broke his leg and the economy at his home. It's another, I think he could be a junk. He could do many things, but now he thinks better, and he said, I want to be someone someday in my life.
That is it. So whenever you want to, I mean, you can achieve many things. Even if you have a big crisis, even if people say no to you. So at the end, maybe the message is that you need to follow your dreams, right?
Yes.
We have different dreams. I mean, some people, for example, in my case, I don't dream to have $1 million. I believe that that is not important for me to live nice. But there are some other dreams that we have, right? Some people they dream to travel. Some other people they dream to have a beautiful house with a lot of flowers, and that's it, right? I mean, if you're happy with that, that's it. You need to fight for those. It doesn't mean that everybody we're going to be millionaire. Some people we don't care about that one, but there are things that we want in life, things that we want to achieve before we go to the other side. So that is it. If you have dreams, You have to start today. Start thinking about that one and fight for that one, right? Good, perfect, nice. You know, we're speaking English and that is amazing. So we're gonna watch another video because today is the night of the videos. This is a good one. It's a short one, and let's see how it goes. Okay. Let me just go there. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Okay, what did you get from this one?
I had a difficult to understand this year.
Okay.
I am honest, boss, but I understand a little in the moment that the person said we maybe someone call me crazy when I think when I see different to others, but he said ignore them. Yes.
Yeah, you know, this is a very nice commercial. This is a commercial from Apple when Steve Jobs was still alive, of course. And I really love it because of that one. I mean, what it says is true. This is for the crazy ones, the ones who look things different, the ones that are the rebels and break.
Maybe some people think that they all was crazy for the things that they do, but it doesn't matter to them, and so that's the commercial thing different. I think that they say, okay, it doesn't matter what it's think about me, but I do the things that I like, the things that I think are correct, and they think different, and they go and they make amazing things. They offer to the world all the things that they do. John Lennon composed songs, Gandhi, Mandela, I think. Mandela was
Yes.
Martin Luther King. I don't know. I don't remember who was.
Martin Luther King.
Martin, yes.
Martin Luther King, yeah. Imagine they made many things that for the other people it wasn't good, but they don't care. They continue doing the things. And that's the way that they think different.
Very true. Very true. So yeah, it's amazing because of that one. I mean, you don't have to be like the other ones. I mean, everybody's different. Even if we go to the same church or if we go to we live in the same country, in the same neighborhood, totally different. And you need to, I mean, go for it. What it says also at the end is very interesting. I mean, some people, they can see them as crazy, they can glorify, they can vilify, but you cannot ignore them. That kind of people, I believe that we know people like that one, people that are like here goes that person, right? So that happens. That happens. We have that kind of people in our lives. Sometimes there are friends, family. Sometimes there are, I don't know, many kind of people that are different. And sometimes, I mean, I believe that everything that we have here in the world created by humans, it was because of that, because somebody says, why don't we do this? Right? For example, for Apple, I remember that Steve Jobs says to the engineers, I want a cell phone with no buttons. Everything is a screen. And everybody was like, how is that possible? How is going to work that? I need only 3 buttons, he said. 3 buttons? What about how am I going to type things? And he says that he changed that one. I mean, everybody now, if we have, even if we have Android cell phones, it's going to be exactly like that one, right? And that was 20 years ago. He changed the world. We have computers because a woman, a long time ago, he created the first supercomputer. We have cars because somebody thought about that one. Everything that we have, everything is because somebody dreamt and imagined something different, right? So everything
They
that,
don't they don't care that someone tell them, "Are you crazy?" Okay, yes, I'm crazy. Yeah. Nowadays, if I have an idea and I tell to another person, crazy, okay, yes, I'm crazy. And they convince myself, okay, yeah, you have the reason. Maybe I'm crazy. And forget the idea that I have, but they don't.
so true. Yeah, that is it. I mean, and when somebody says that you're crazy, don't listen to them. I mean, maybe you're doing, if you believe in things and you're doing things right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Any other comment about the video?
I think these people are very brave. I recognize people, Gandhi, Mandela, Grace, and others. And these people were attacked because, how do you say, defendían?
Defend.
Okay, because they defend what they thought, what they thinking. Only that.
Thank you. And it's not easy, right? It's not easy. Sometimes everybody, we have the opportunity to do something right or something wrong. It's very easy when everybody's looking at you. You know what you have to do. The difficult part is when you're alone, right? When you have the power and you can decide to do either something good or something bad. If you do something good, you are brave. Even when that causes a problem for you, or I don't know, when you lose something. But if we do something that is right, it doesn't matter if everybody's looking or not, then you are that kind of people as well. Good, perfect. Let's talk about a topic that we have here. Let me just go here. This is something that we had to check yesterday, but we're going to check it today. So there are some words that we can use whenever we are creating a business presentation. Remember, for tomorrow, my friends, we have 2 homeworks, right? We need to present the 3 words, and also we need to bring and tell about something, right? Object, picture of something, picture of somebody. So that will be it. And these are verbs that we can use to check about. I mean, sometimes when we're writing anything, not only about business, but anything, sometimes we don't have to repeat words. We need to find some other words that reflect that you are professional, right? Some verbs are going to be like that, some words. So the same happens in Spanish, but it's more in English. In English, I mean, we need to have a lot of vocabulary depending on what we're going to do. So these are vocabulary words. Let's see how it goes. What we're going to do is that we're going to go back to basics on the first part. we're going to check about the pronunciation, the first paragraph, the first column first, and then we're going to go one by one, check what is the meaning of that, and you are going to provide an example with that word, okay? So I'm going to tell you only. If you want to repeat, that is fine. If you don't want to repeat, or you want to repeat in mute, that is fine. So the first column is like this: advance, amplify, maintain, intrigue, convince, unite, swell, hamper, gain, smash, store, report, explore, redefine, bolster, spark, actualize. And I just can read the last one. There is another one. No, I don't think so. Okay. So now we're going to check about what is that word. So the meaning first in English. So you can look for the meaning in the computer. You can look in the dictionary about the uses of the words, so we can work in that one. And then somebody's going to give an example with that word. Okay.
Any word, any word.
With the
One
words that are
example
there, with the word that we're going to check into that. So for example, the first one is advance. What is advance? Anybody? The meaning? Uh-huh.
A step more when you go there.
When you move, right? When you move forward, I mean, you are in movement and you are achieving the goal. Now, let's see, who wants to give an example with advance? Any kind of example.
Maybe the construction is in advance? No.
Very good. That is a good example. The construction is or isn't advanced. Very good.
Okay.
The other one is easy as well. Amplify. What is to amplify?
I think that when we use amplify is to make more big. No.
Something like that. To expand something.
To expand something. Okay.
Very good. So amplify, and it's not only about sound, it's about many things. So who wants to give an example with amplify? Anybody?
Open a second branch.
Yeah, but you need to use the word amplify. Yeah, for example, that is a good example. We're going to amplify our operations by opening a new branch. That would be a good thing. Okay.
The boss amplify, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
The boss will amplify the cafeteria? Maybe?
Yeah, it could be something like that. In that, just let's clarify that amplify in that case means that the operations is going to be more, it's going to open more operations. It's not about space.
Okay.
Good, perfect. Maintain, what is to maintain?
Maintain is like a maintenance, repairing, repair.
Very good. To keep something working properly, right? So an example with maintain.
we need to we need to man we need to maintain the equipment.
Okay, we need to maintain the equipment. That is a very good one. Nice. Intrigue. What is to intrigue?
I have a big intrigue about the new product.
Okay, very good. That is a very good example. So intrigue is like when you don't know and you want to know, right? What is something about? That is intrigue, like the soap operas. Okay, convince. What is to convince?
Convince when I tell you something and I try to convince you.
That is it, right?
Boss, let me go to my home. I feel bad. I try to convince to my boss.
That is a very good example. Yeah. I want to convince my boss to let me go home early. So
Yeah.
convince is when you have an idea and you want to convince the other people the same idea, right? Unite. What is to unite?
I'm going to try to unite the relation that were, how do you say roto?
Broken.
Broken. Okay, broken.
Very good. So that is it. Yeah, there are many things that we can do. That one is to put together something, right? That will be to unite. You can unite the team, you can unite the company in many ways. Swell, that is an interesting one. Swell.
She has swelly leg.
That is a good example. Swell, yeah. Speaking about the body parts, yeah, swell is like when you hit, for example, in that swells, that gets big and it has pain. Also in business, we can use that because we can say that something is like increasing. Okay, it's not that common, but it's possible to use it. Good. Hamper. What is to hamper?
Like recipient?
La recipient, it could be something like that. That is like a noun. As a verb, it's going to be like to avoid something to happen. So a good example for that one is like we cannot allow the competency to hamper our product, for example. That would be a good example on that. Gain, that is an easy one. What is gain?
The economy has gained.
Okay. The economy has gained, you can say the economy has gained 30%. If you put a number on that one, that would be good. Okay. And this is very similar to other two words, win and earn. Remember that win is when you win a prize, when you win a competency. Gain is, for example, when you gain experience, when you gain something. And earn is when you get money because of your job, because of a work that you have done. The problem is that in Spanish we use only one word, ganar, right? But in English we have three words, and depending on what we're talking about, that is going to be the word that we're going to choose. Okay, smash. What is to smash?
Smash. Oh my God, it's like I don't know how can I say. Smash is like um I remember the Smash. Super Mario was Smash.
Good
But
one.
yeah, I remember I'm related to Smash, the Mario Bros. But Smash is like, I don't know, Smash. When you, how do you say aplastar? I don't know.
Smash.
Teacher, teacher,
Yeah.
what about is to fail in something?
It could be something like that one, right? So smash. So when you put something and that breaks in parts, or you squeeze it, and I mean that will be it. Yeah, for example, a smashed potato, right? So that is
Yes,
something that we can say. Yeah,
it's
very good.
common to use in smashed potato.
Yeah, yeah, that is the most common example, I guess. Very good. Soar, what is soar?
I'm reading here that means to ascend.
Okay, very good. So this also has two ways of usage. The first one is like swell, but not for muscles, but some organs. So you can say I have a sore throat. That is the proper way to say that one. But also is when you go back to something, right? So you are remembering something about. Okay, and sore throat is a very good example on that one. Report, that is an easy one. What is to report?
I sent the report yesterday.
Okay, very good. I sent the report yesterday. That will be it. Explore, what is to explore?
Explore is examine something.
To examine, okay.
The the Internet Explorer. I don't know. That's
That was not good, right?
the
Remember?
word. Yeah. Explore.
Yeah, it's
Explore.
like when you explore new things, right? So, for example, we're going to explore new alternatives for the human resources department. So, anything like that. Redefine. What is to redefine?
Is when we take when we see to the other side, or to take other uh, other way.
Okay, very good.
We
So,
define.
that will be it when you know how to do something and we change that one, right? So we
Mhm.
redefine the way that we know these things, for example.
Teacher is change the original idea.
Very good is to change the original idea about something. That is a very good one. An example will redefine anybody?
What is the question, teacher? Sorry.
Yeah, tell me an example using redefine.
We have to redefine the process.
Very good, that is it. We have to redefine the process. It's not working. Good.
Yeah.
Bolster is the next one. What is to bolster?
I bolster my English.
Okay, very good. That is a good one. Bolster. That is like,
Reinforcement.
yeah, reinforce something. So it's a synonym of that one. Reinforce. Very good. Perfect. Spark. What is spark?
Teacher, normally I identify this word when the motor have a part when we need to start a fire.
Yeah, that will be something like
Spark.
that one. It's like sparkling, right? So very good. An example using that one, can you think about something?
I need to change my spark plugs on my motor.
Very good. That will be it. Very nice. The next one says actualize. What is to actualize?
Is a synonym, teacher, of word startup.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Eh,
actualize. It's like well, it's very common to say up to date, but we can use actualize as well.
okay.
Very good. So an example with actualize.
I need to actualize. No, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I need like my address.
Okay, very good. Perfect. That is a good one. Nice.
For example, teacher, Microsoft changed the office, the name.
That is so true, right? What is the new name?
Microsoft, I don't know.
Okay. Very good. So that is it. Yeah, you when you do something newer, right? That will be it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Accelerate. That is an easy one. With accelerate.
Accelerate. I think, teacher, is like speed up velocity, or to do something very quickly.
That is it. Yes, to do something very fast, very quickly.
Very fast.
Any example on that?
We need to accelerate the process.
Very good. That is a very
For
good example.
description.
We
Yeah.
need to accelerate the process. Nice. Let's see. Alter. What is alter?
Oh, alter is when we do something without changing something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's like modifying, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Any example with alter?
The financial statement were altered.
That is a very good one, actually. Yes, it's exactly like that one. Very good. Perfect. Encourage. What is to encourage?
Encourage. I have the
What is?
idea. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You.
Yes, where, for example, encourage is to help or to push, for example, a group of works, a group of friends to do something.
Very good. Something like that one. When you encourage it, when you
Encourage.
say you can do it, right? Something like that. An example with encourage then?
The manager encourage to their teamwork to achieve the success.
Very good. Manager encourage to achieve
Encourage.
something, right? Very good. Okay, believe, that is an easy one. An example with believe.
I believe with me or in me? In me.
Yeah.
In me.
Very good. I believe in me. So yeah, we believe as well. Nice. Okay, the next one it says boost. What is to boost?
Teacher, I think is a synonym to increase.
Increase. Very good. To yeah, increase something, right? To
Something.
yeah, push up something. Uh, can you think about an example with boost?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Maybe we have to boost the production.
We have to boost the production. That is a very good one. So it's like increase, but very fast. We need to do something right away, right? Good. Transpire. What is to transpire?
transpire is, I think, is the reaction that the body have, or any part of my body, when when I do something or I have action.
Very good. Something like that one. So, and an example with transpire.
When I don't use antitranspirant,
Transpire.
it's possible that I transpire.
Yeah. Very good. Perfect. Thank you. So disrupt is the next one. What is to disrupt?
Disrupt is interrupt something.
To interrupt something. Very good. So
To
an
stop.
example with good, to stop something. An example with disrupt.
The meeting was disrupt because uh, there was there was a problem.
Very good. Very nice. A good example. Very good. Sabotage. What is that?
Sabotage is, for example, a person um, the person do fail or mistake a thing for other person.
Okay, very good. So that is sabotage. Yeah. It's like when somebody makes some actions to disrupt the success of things that they want to achieve, right? So sabotage. That would be it. Any example with sabotage? Anybody?
The person sabotage the aircraft.
Okay, very good. That is a very good example. Nice. Next one, derive. What is derive?
Derive is when something, when you can obtain something. How
Okay.
can I explain? Yeah,
Actually, that is
when
it.
you can obtain something. For example, if I have an orange, I have and I push, I obtain orange juice. I don't know.
Very good. That is it. Nice. Very good. So you gave an example already. Very good. The other one is transform. Okay. What about transform?
Transform is, for example, things. No. Yes, thing. All other things or all other processor in and convert in other things.
Very good. To transform one into another thing. That is like the basics of a product, right? So you have some raw materials and then you transform into a finished good. Any example with transform?
We can transform our environment.
Very good. We can transform our environment. Very nice. Supercharge. What is supercharge?
I think it's more big that I forget this word. Superarse?
Yeah. Well, it's not like that one, but it's like.
I forgot the word.
Yeah,
Okay.
something that is extremely charged. Supercharged.
Very good. Supercharge is when you give more energy than needed, right? For example, you can say, my, I don't know, my cell phone got burnt because it was supercharged. Something like that, it would be. Good. Update. This is the other one. Similar to actualize, right? So what is, well, we say already that is similar to actualize. So an example with update.
We need to update the system.
Okay. The last, no, not the last one, but the next one is refine. What is to refine?
For example, the sugar with processor, the sugar is brown or is, how do you say gruesa?
Thick.
What?
Thick.
No, no oigo. I don't listen.
Thick.
Thick. The sugar, for example, is brown or is refined. Refined is more. I don't know. Is more small.
Okay, very good. So that would be a refining process. Very good. The next one says strategize. What is to strategize?
Organize the idea.
Okay, very good. So to create a strategy, all right? To say, this is what we're gonna do. All right, we're going to go step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on. So any example with strategize?
We need to strategize.
Very good.
The way to do something.
Very good. We need to strategize the way we, and whatever else, right? Very good. Propel. What is to propel?
Is the movement, the movement, the woman movement, propel the, how do you say pass?
Piece.
A piece.
Okay, very good. So properly is like to push something, to set an impulse on something. Very good. Content, what is the content?
Content teacher is when I have a discussion, but in a positive way, right?
Okay,
Yes.
very good. That's a good one. So an example with content.
Talking for something for.
Okay. So yeah, we can say many things on that one. For example, the two managers were contending about the best strategy to follow. I don't know.
Yes.
Maximize. What is to maximize?
For example, or is the best or the best form stay for example a person or stay the product or the company, the best form or the
Okay.
best.
Yeah. So to maximize is about efficiency, right? So you have more productive time over other things. In some like that. Very good. I'm not able to see the last one because of the computer, but let's go to the next one. Aspire. What is to aspire?
Aspire teacher, for example, when I see an opportunity to change a work, for example, and I say, oh, I would like to aspire to this place or to this chance.
Okay, very good. That is a very nice one. So aspire is like when you see
become
something
to.
and you would like to become into that one. Very good, perfect. Achieve. That is an easy one. What is achieve?
Achieve is like reach something.
Very good. To reach something. Any example with achieve?
Uh, I I'm going to achieve my goal.
I'm going to achieve my goal. Very good. Next
I'm
one
going
says,
to.
go ahead.
Sorry, teacher. I'm going to fight to achieve my goal.
Very good. That's a nice one. I'm going to fight until I achieve my goal. Very good. Next one says entice. What is entice?
Entice a new client for business.
Very good. So I will entice a new client for the business. So it's to attract, to do a strategy so everybody comes to my business. Okay. Regard. What is to regard?
Regard is, oh my God, when you say, how can I, for example, I'm thinking, but I can't define. When you write best regards, regard is like respect, maybe when you show respect for something.
That is it. I mean, when you say best regards, it's like respect, right?
Yeah, it's like
As
the
a verb,
wishes, I don't know.
very good. As a verb, it would be like consider something. So that would be it.
Yeah, okay.
Good. Best regards. That is a good example. Ignite. What is ignite?
Start.
To start something. Good. So any example with that one?
Park.
I'm sorry?
Oh, no, teacher.
Okay.
I need to ignite the. I need to ignite because it's start something.
Okay. All right, so that would be it. I need to ignite. It most likely is going to be about a machine or something like that one, right?
Yes.
Good. Search. What is to search?
When my boss pay more salary.
Okay, that would be a good thing. Nice. Perfect. Thank you. Search. Okay. Rejuvenate. Aha. What is that?
When you want, when we want to look more young.
That is it. When we would like
Rejuvenate.
to look younger, right? So, I don't think that we need an example for that one. It's very clear on that one. But the next one is an interesting. Jeopardize. What is to jeopardize?
A jeopardy is danger, but jeopardize. Mm,
Okay, jeopardize then is to put something in danger.
jeopardize.
Jeopardize, yeah.
Okay.
So an example with that one, anybody can tell?
Something in this danger.
Is be in the danger or risk?
That is it, to put something at risk. That is perfect. So any example with that?
In bed. Oh my God. I have the idea. In this. Put all your money in that project to be jeopardizing. I don't know.
Very good. So if you do that one, you are going to jeopardize our investment, for example.
Oh yeah.
Teacher, another example it could be to buy bitcoins, jeopardize or money.
And that is so true as well. So yeah, that is not a good idea. Anyways, good. Act. That is an easy one. An example with act.
It's an action.
Mhm.
Act. I think is an action.
Okay, an example with that.
I need to act in the new project.
Very good. I need to act for a new project. Very nice. Improve. You know that. What is to improve?
Improve the company revenue.
Very good. We need to improve the company revenue. Nice. Engage. What is to be engaged?
Engages is to have a compromise.
Very good. To commit.
I need to be engaged with the company.
That is true as well. So we need to be engaged with the company. Very good. A change is an easy one. An example with change.
I change money for the product.
Okay, very good. That's a nice one. A dream is also very easy. An example with dream.
keep on your dreams.
Yeah, very good. You need to follow your dreams. Next one is inspire. Also very easy. An example with inspire.
Be someone that inspires others.
Very good. I like that one. So be someone that inspires other people. And nudge. What is to nudge?
Push to the other person.
Very good. To push. That will be in a good way, of course, right? So an example with nudge.
For example, when I say my daughter that study very hard for the future.
Oh, very well. And then you nudged her. Nice. Fulfill. What is to fulfill?
Teacher, I think is to complete.
To complete. Very good.
Complete.
Something.
Yes. One example is when we need to a permission in our company, we need to fulfill the requirement.
Very good. That is it. You need to fulfill the requirements. That is a very good example. Last one there it says.
The teacher, other example.
Uh-huh.
I fulfill the English course.
Very good. That is another good example. I fulfill the English course. Nice. Now, capture is the last one. What do you think about that one? Give me an example. It's not only about police, of course.
For example, in a conversation, catch the message. Or, I don't know.
Very good. That is a good one. Very nice. Perfect. Thank you. Good. So all these are verbs that we can use in different ways. The most of them are for, let's say, for business. All right. Let me then just check. Good. Do you have any questions before we continue? No questions. All right. We're going to watch a video. And as usual, well, this is the last video of today. As usual, we're going to comment or give opinion on that one. So here we go. Okay.
If you want to change your life, my friends, you got to change your physiology and you got to change your focus.
When you're trying to get wealthy, you want to go all in and it not be a bet. You need to know the space so well that you're like, I know for sure this is going to work.
You can't have a standard education and expect to have an extraordinary life. It's not going to happen. The one breakthrough for all leaders is constant, never-ending improvement. And that means educating yourself and continuing to develop even greater emotional mastery, because that's what affects whether you execute or not. The opportunity for self-education is there. We have to change our psychology from, I'm going to do what everybody else does, and I'm mad because it doesn't work anymore, to the reality is this is the greatest time to be alive if you're growing, you're learning, you're educating, and you're developing valuable skills. So instead of complaining, you got to say, where are the skill sets valued in the marketplace? And how do I work harder on myself than anything else? Because if I become more valuable, then I will be able to give more, do more, and change more. When I interviewed Warren Buffett, I asked the most important investment he ever made in his life. You know what he said it was? I was thinking all the companies he'd done, He said, Tony, go into Dale Carnegie. I said, what? He goes, because by developing myself, that's the most important investment. Those skill sets, learning how to persuade, learning how to speak, learning how to influence, all my ideas would have died on my lips if I hadn't been able to influence, and I learned it from that little course. Most valuable thing I ever did in my life, he said.
Think of this for a moment. Do you know that every living soul gets exactly the same amount of time? Exactly the same amount of time. Figure it out. You can manage your activities. Make certain that what you're doing really makes a difference. Make certain that you're spending your time on activities that are productive, that are taking you in the direction of your goal.
The traits that make you strange are the gifts that make you special. It's the very things that make you different that make you authentic. And if you don't fit in, I just want to share with you, I've never fit in. And the very nature of anyone who's living a visionary life.
There's a popular quote going around at the moment. The person you will be in 5 years is based on the books you read and the people you hang around with today. This is quite true, but it applies to everything else as well. The person you will be in the future is based on everything you do today, the people you hang around with, but more so the people you listen to, the opinions you believe, the books you read, or the videos you watch. All the information you take in, positive or negative, will affect your future. The workouts you do or don't do, that will show up in the future. The foods you eat today will affect your future on a visual and energy level. The same is true with your thoughts and information. What you feed your mind will shape your future. If all you do is take in garbage, guess what your future is going to be made up of? Commit to feed your mind with successful thoughts and surround yourself with those who have the same ambition. It doesn't matter where you get your information from. You may read, you may get it from podcasts or videos. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you keep feeding your mind every day. Your future self is begging you to show some discipline. Your future self is begging you not to be like the rest, to learn more than the rest, to work harder and smarter than the rest. Your future self is begging you to do the work now so you can enjoy later. If you don't feed your mind with success, it will rot with mediocrity. What you do every day will dictate your future. What you want out of life, you must put it in. If you want success, put it in there. If you want health and fitness, put it in. If you want peace and happiness, put it in. Your actions will equal your results.
My mind is strong. I am strong. My thoughts are strong. My beliefs are strong. My life is strong. They say I can't. I can. They say I won't. I will. They say I'm not. I am. I am limitless. I am. I am. There's nothing I cannot be. Nothing I cannot do. Nothing I cannot have. In my mind, there are no limits. I am limitless. There's nothing I cannot be. Nothing I cannot do. Nothing I cannot have. There exists no limits in my mind.
There's something inside of us that wants to make things better. We want to be better as people. We want to become more, do more, share more, create more, give more. But, you know, it's not quite what really works for us because we want all these things we think are going to make us happy, want to grow and contribute. But then what happens is everybody wants a great body, but nobody wants to work out, right? You know, what you gotta understand is that progress equals happiness. If you know what you want and you can make consistent progress, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get to where you really wanna be, where that sense of passion, aliveness, the results you want really do occur. Step one, remember, a compelling vision. What do you truly want? What excites you? It needs to be specific and measurable, and most importantly, it's gotta get your energy going. 2, you need strong enough reasons to follow through when the tough situations show up, a purpose that drives you. 3, you need that massive action plan, that map, a core action list that helps you close the gap from where you are, where you want to be, and you need to know the 20% is going to make most of the progress. And finally, step 4, what do you want to become? What do you want to do? What do you want to experience? What do you want to contribute? What do you want to give? What do you want to master? So what do you want this year to be about? What do you really desire most? What do you want to contribute this year? What's going to be your map? And what are the rituals that are going to make it real? Please, for your benefit, don't just watch this video. Do something right at the end here that gets you going and get you some initial momentum. If you take action today, you can get anything changed, but you got to do it while you're in state.
And I'm saying that if you know anybody that had some goal, some dream, something they wanted to do, and they did it, then I'm saying that you know in your heart that if someone has done it, then you can do it. It's possible. And that if someone can make their dream become a reality, that it's possible that you can make your dream become reality. And so as you begin to look at where you want to go, beginning to embrace that, it's possible. I'm blessed and highly favored. I've got a lot going for me. I got some good stuff in me. And it's possible that I can bring my greatness out here in the universe. That I can do what I want to do. It's possible I can write my own book. I can have my own business. I can take the trip and travel around the world. It's possible. I can bounce back from adversity and reinvent my life. It's possible. Regardless of where I am, the things can get better for me. It's possible. I'm thinking about two men right here in Chicago who were fairly successful, similar background, educated. They worked for a corporation for many years, and they were among many people that were laid off. Two guys who were very good friends. One went out looking for a job for several weeks along with the other one, and they faced disappointment and rejection again and again and again. They couldn't find any work, which is the story of many people across this country. One guy stopped. He became discouraged. He stopped going. He stayed home looking at television, became very argumentative and toxic with his wife, drinking beer, getting on the phone, talking to his other negative, unemployed friends. And he just gave up. The other guy kept looking for a job everywhere he could go. Every time he could get an opportunity, kept asking people, networking, checking the newspapers every day. Kept going everywhere he could, trying to find a job. You have too much education, you're overqualified, you won't be here long enough. He kept going, he kept going. He went to a place and said, look here, I tell you what, if you can't hire me, and I know you can use my talents, abilities, and skills, I don't want to sit home and do nothing. Just let me do some volunteer work. You don't have to give me anything, all right? I just want to work. I want to be busy. Guy said, okay, it's on you now, but don't expect me to give you anything. It's okay. This guy came in and worked. He was the first one there. The last one to leave was the best employee there. About 4 weeks later, one of the top managers quit. They were looking for a replacement. Guess who they selected? This other guy. This guy who was volunteering his time. He got the job. What was the difference between the two men? Eyesight and mindsight. Eyesight is judging on what you see. Judging according to appearances. But mindsight is how you interpret what you see. One guy said, it's not possible, it's over, I'm finished. I can't do it. I can't make it. He surrendered. I've faced rejection again and again. I'm not going anymore. There are no jobs out there. But this other guy, he felt that in spite of the no's and rejections, in spite of how bad the economy is, in spite of what the newspapers are saying, that it's possible that somebody somewhere will give me a job. He just kept going, thinking it was possible. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we have to do with our dreams. Because things happen to you in life that you can never, ever anticipate. And many times when those things happen, you want to give up.
Okay, what did you get from the video?
I remember the limit is in the mind. It's possible. All is possible. And it's I can, or we can the purpose, and nothing is impossible. And in the mind is the limit.
Very good. Yeah, I really like the that motto that Nike has. Impossible is nothing, right? And that is right. I mean, we can do whatever we want, but we need to do something about it, right? Good. Any other comment?
Teacher, I think it's very important. The people explain is very enthusiasm, energy, and I transmit the feeling. I really like it that.
Yeah, you know, that is a strategy that they have. For example, when they are motivating people, I mean, you cannot go and motivate people and say, you know, everything is possible. You can do everything. I mean, you need to transmit some energy, right? So, and I believe, for example, I would like to be in the middle time of those soccer matches where the trainer comes and says something. I don't know what they say, but they say something to motivate them. And in the second half of the match, they play very well. They play very good. So I would like to know what do they say, and I believe that they speak like this. They speak like, you can do this, you are this, and you are go for it, and something like that one, right? I believe that that would be the option, the what they do.
Teacher,
Teacher, share the video.
Okay,
Please.
definitely. Yeah, I can send you that one. Yeah, definitely.
it is motivation. Motivation, because you mentioned all is important, but you already mentioned about the mean time in one match. For example, previous Saturday we had a match, but we defeated the best place, and in the meantime we have a one on one. Yeah, the coach said it doesn't matter if we lost the match, but I don't lose, but I want to win. And we have we know we have no win because we have a, how do you say empatar?
Even.
How?
Even. You got even.
Even. Okay.
You can say also that you had a tie.
Okay. But in the previous Saturday, right? We already have the win. Yes, and but my mind was attract, but this word we can for sure. We the next Saturday we have the final.
Very good, nice.
Yes, and all teams consider us as a little team, a easy team, but we have the final.
Very good. That is it.
We can we did it. Yes. The barriers are in the mind.
Very true.
Yes.
Yeah, what you say is so true. Sometimes we have some limitations in our mind, and that stop us to do some things, right?
The referee was surprised because this other thing was a favorite, for sure. Favorite to get the final, to arrive the final, but it didn't happen.
Okay. So yeah, that what you say is totally true, and you need to do something about it. Sometimes there are moments when you are tired, when you are not motivated, and but it's just a little bit more, right? So you just need just a little bit more. I always remember, for example, I don't know if you have seen that the final where on Champions League it was playing Milan and Arsenal, and Milan was winning 3-0 in the first half.
3-0.
And everybody, the commenters on the TV, they say, okay, that's it, right?
It's okay.
But
It's done.
Arsenal won at the end. So the same happens. I mean, that is amazing. This story is not easy, right? It's not easy, but you can do it. Everybody can do that. Good, perfect. Any other comments on the video? Okay. So I have a question for you. When somebody, sometimes we feel sad, or we feel that we cannot move on anymore. And sometimes we don't have people to motivate us. So the question I have for you is, how do you usually motivate yourself? What do you do?
Teacher, I think that when I think in my family is a motivate for me, for the future, for the what no sé cómo se dice. Por el mañana, o sea, ¿qué pasará con ellos?
Very good. So that is it, right? So you need to think about family. Definitely is one of the best motivations that we can have. Sometimes we don't feel very well, but we know that we have to do something. And there is always a solution. So that is another thing that we have to remember. Yeah, we have problems. Life is full of problems. Yes, there is a solution for every problem. Everything can be solved. You just need to find the correct solution for your problem at that specific time. Perfect. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else's? What do you do to motivate yourself?
In my case, teacher, every single day I have an extra motivation, because firstly, right, thanks to God, I have my work. I have an opportunity to do, I think, I had the opportunity to have a new experience in anywhere, in my work, in my family, in the space that I move. And second, I have the purpose to improve myself, my skills, and I try to do all the things that I can not to leave nothing for the next day. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, that is a very good thing. Sometimes we procrastinate a lot, right? In El Salvador, actually, that is something that is very, very common. We say, tomorrow, I'm going to do this tomorrow. So I used to say before, don't leave for tomorrow what yesterday you left for today. So
Yeah.
we need to move on, right? So that is very important.
Yes. Move on. Yes.
Yeah. Very good. Perfect. Thank you for sharing, Manuel. Anybody else's? What do you do to motivate yourself?
In my teacher, I think in my child, I care, they think about me. For that, I am studying to get a better opportunities. I am read, I make new stuff.
Very good. So yeah, motivation in family is one of the best things. Even when you're tired, right? Even when you do some sacrifices for the family, and that is fine because that's why we are here. Good, good. Anybody else's wants to share? What do you usually do to motivate yourself? Nobody else's. Okay. Very well. Don't worry. So it's very important. Don't give up. And maybe that is the most important thing that we have checked today. That's why sometimes I bring some kind of videos like this because from different perspectives, the idea is the same. Yes, there are obstacles. Yes, there are problems. Life is not easy. In the future, maybe it's going to be more difficult. But we're here, right? And we have our families, and we need to continue until the very last day. So think about that one, motivate yourself. Also motivate yourself to continue in English, right? To continue in the next module that is important to finish. It's not only a matter for you to finish the homeworks and to have that, but also to speak English, right? To practice. So whenever you have the chance here in the class, practice. And if you have the chance to practice with other people outside, I mean, friends or colleagues there in the work, try to do it. That is going to help you a lot. And new opportunities are going to come. I mean, I said that to all my classes. I mean, I have a major in business administration. I have a lot of experience. But what has opened a lot of doors for me is English. English is the key. And then the other things, all the experience that you have and all the studies that you have is a plus, definitely. But English is a key for you to go to different places. Good. Remember that tomorrow we have 2 homeworks, right? The words that you have to bring, 2, 3 words. Also, the bring and tell activity. You're going to bring something and tell to the class what is that about, describe why is this important for you. Okay, do you have any questions about that?
Teacher, the first part, 2 or 3 words, a new vocabulary. And the other, sorry.
Yeah, on the other homework, what you are going to do is to bring an object or a picture of a place or a person, anything. And you are going to explain to the class what is that object or place or people, anything that you show to the class, and then explain what is that and why is that important for you.
Okay, okay. Maybe a place, a person, a company,
object.
Object. Oh, okay. Very good.
Whatever you want to present to the class, that is fine.
Okay.
Good, perfect. Any other question about this?
No, teacher.
Good, perfect.
Really like this class, teacher. I like this class.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, I try to do different things, not only
Yes,
the book,
teacher.
because I mean that is important, but other things are also important. Very good, perfect. So my friends, we're going to check the attendance then. Let's see how it goes. Okay, Ada, Patricia, Linares Galdames.
Present, teacher.
Good. Adriana Stephanie Martinez Flores. Alejandra Michelle Hueso Nájera. Ana Selmi Chévez. Edwin Alexander Ayala Erazo. Gloria Elizabeth Linares Galdames.
Here, teacher.
Good. Carla Verónica Vázquez de Rivas.
Present, teacher.
Good. For use the 101 today, Carla. Maybe Coromoto García de Calderón. Manuel Antonio Palma.
Present, teacher. Good night.
Good night. María Elena Guadalupe Peñate Escobar. Mario Ernesto Villeda.
Presente, present, teacher.
Good. Rosa Elena Salgado de Serrano.
Present, teacher.
Good. Silvia Zuleima Rodríguez de González.
Present, teacher.
Good. Susana Beatriz Ortiz de Cornejo.
Present, teacher.
Good. Susana Carolina Hernández Iraeta.
Present. Good night.
Good night. Walter Mauricio Morales Araujo.
Present.
Good. Wendy Maribel Zabaleta Ochoa.
Present, teacher.
Perfect. So my friends, it was a pleasure to be with you tonight. Hope you have a very good night. Rest very well. Dream in English and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, have a good night.
Blessings. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, how are you?
I am good.
Okay. Very well. And well, you have experience about the 101. So the first question that I have for you is, how do you feel? Do you feel that you are learning, that you are moving on?
Oh, yes, I am feel very good because your class is very nice. For example, today is an amazing class. My apologies because in this moment I am working because I have a heavy week because in my office we are closed the office and all day, all week I pass to moving object, moving furniture, moving ET equipment, and it's impossible for me to work in the day. And for this reason, I off my camera because I am working this moment.
Okay. No worries. That is fine. Thank you.
But I hear your class for me is very nice. Really, there are many new words. I put attention to all examples that my another classmate to share with you. Was amazing.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That is good. I mean, that's the way it is. I know that sometimes it's difficult, but if you are listening and you are, I mean, your mind is thinking in English, that is good.
Yes, another activity is that for me was very good is share your video. I like the Starbucks video, was a good history and information because Starbucks are the successful business. Is a very nice information.
Perfect, perfect. I'm very happy that you like the classes. So, and do you have any questions? Go ahead.
I like I miss this kind of class because was 5 or 6 months without share with this this class, but in when I start the class, I am lost because obviously the practice lost without you don't practice for 6 months. But now it's very interesting because I feel that my my talk this is my talk is more ¿cómo puedo decir? Fluency.
It's more fluent.
Yes, I feel this. Another another point is that is very for me is very interesting because this course for me no I learned to read and write with more facility
Yeah.
with more facility. I like this program really.
That's very nice. We're very happy about that one. So it's very good. Let's take advantage on that one. And well, I was asking you, do you have any questions about any topic or anything that you have in your mind?
No, I only question is for tomorrow. The homework is to talk about important person for me.
Well, you can
Or
decide. It can be an object, it can be a flower, it can be a picture of a place, it can be a person, anything that you may want to speak about that is special for you.
okay. Any topic special for me?
That is it.
Okay. Only that, teacher. There are if you really. I like your class for.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your feedback. So, of course, if you have more questions, you can chat with me or in the group, and it will be a pleasure to help you out.
Okay, thank you.
Very nice. So, see you tomorrow and have a good night.
Okay, see you tomorrow. I continue working.
Yeah, I know. Don't stay up too late.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.